Hey, we're back. I had to charge up the phone. Anyway, I put all that stuff in a blender. It's a tomato, about 4 or 5 full cloves of garlic, and a full onion, peeled yellow onion. I chopped it up. I put a can of tomato sauce and chopped it all up, blended it up, put it in here with a little bit of butter. Now, but you don't even need the butter. The butter's just there to in the beginning because I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. Sometimes I like to take the vegetables and put them in the pan with some butter and fry them up, like saute them up. That's cooking them slow till they get translucent, which means see-through. Okay, but this time we didn't do it. But the butter, it doesn't matter. You can leave the butter in there. It's just going to make it a little more creamy. So now, right now, it looks like a paste, like a pesto. It's real thick. It's got a really nice aroma. So we're just going to cook this for a little while. Keep it on low. We don't want to burn it. If you got fire, like we do today, you want it like real low, just right to low. And then, but you got to stir it. You got to keep stirring it, otherwise it'll burn. Okay. We're going to do that for about 5 or 10 more minutes. I just want to give a shout out to Cuisinart. This little guy will open any can. It's nice and tall. You can do the big cans, like the big soup cans. I like to open all my cans ahead of time. So that's what you can do. All right, we got our spices back there. And I added all the spices while I was mixing. Because this sauce has a lot of spice, but I like mine spicier. I want to taste the Italian in it. So I do about a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of basil, the onion. I'll throw that in there if I don't have onion. Otherwise, you don't need it. Italian seasoning, which has it all. These are just generic brands. You can get the more high-end like McGregor, but it doesn't matter. I mean, a bay leaf, I'll throw a couple of these in after all the sauce is added to the pan. All right. We're going to start adding sauce. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What else we got going on? Oh, my camera's all over the place. You know me, mama. This is just about me and you anyway. 3 and 4. 4. Okay, now I've already added a sauce when I blended the vegetables. Here's another sauce. And also, after I blended it all and put it in the pan to begin with, that's when I added the paste. That's why it was so thick before. That paste is gonna, once it cooks, that paste will mix with this sauce. It's gonna make a really nice sauce. This isn't homemade, but it's almost homemade, because I don't think you guys would really like homemade. Because homemade, you gotta take the tomatoes have to be really ripe. You gotta peel them, you gotta boil them, then you gotta push them through a strainer to get all the seeds out. Then you gotta add sugar and your spices and let it cook for a long time. And then you can usually add a couple cans of paste and you're good. But I'm sure there's even better ways than that. But anyway, see this? Look at that's a little runny right now. I might even throw another paste in there. But I'm gonna let this cook for a little while. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I put a lid on there. And now I'm just gonna set that there. Let it go. When we start seeing some bubbles, just turn it a little more. You gotta turn it. You gotta mix it a lot, or it'll burn. Okay, but as long as you keep it low, you got a low chance of it burning. All right, we'll be back.